Big mistakes that almost every woman makes over 40 when it comes to dealing with perimenopause symptoms. These mistakes are common, but they can actually make things worse instead of better. If you've been struggling with things like stubborn belly fat, this is a really common one people deal with. Also, mood swings is something I hear frequently from clients, and low energy. And if this is you, this video is for you. Number one mistake that we see all of the time is cutting calories dramatically. Many women think that eating less during this phase of life is key to keeping the body that they want, to losing weight, to feeling good, but this actually can backfire. When you severely cut calories, your body can go into starvation mode. So it starts to hold on to things. This is causing your body to think that there's some sort of panic, there's some sort of fight or flight response needed. And so it starts to store things. This slows down your metabolism, and this can cause your body to actually hold on to more weight than you may think or than it needs to. And a lot of people will say, you know what, there's those shows, Naked and Afraid, and there's all these kinds of shows where people just lose weight like crazy, which can be the case in the short term, but over time, it's much harder to lose weight if you're someone that has chronically restricted calories for a long time. Mistake number two is extra exercise. Over exercising can seem like it's a really good idea at the time. Maybe you went out and got a gym membership. For me in the past, I used to CrossFit. And so I used to think, oh, I'll just put an extra workout in, or I'll just stay longer and do more cardio after my workout. But over exercising can actually increase cortisol levels, which are our stress hormone. And elevated cortisol levels can lead to weight gain around the midsection, especially for women. We have a lot of cortisol receptors around our belly area. So if you're constantly driving up stress hormones, you're going to hold on to more weight in this area, which is a really challenging area for women. It also puts a lot of stress on the body. So even though it can make you feel like you're doing a really good thing, you can end up feeling more fatigued and more overwhelmed. Mistake number three is buying a lot of random supplements online. This is something I've heard a lot recently. This is also a reason why sometimes people are hesitant to work with a practitioner because who's been in the case? I definitely have, where you've thrown out a bunch of supplements that you've had for a long time because you saw them online or you heard a friend was using them and they were working really well for them. But if it's not the right product for you at the right time, it can actually do more harm than good. The One of the supplement reps I talked to recently, he was talking about how if a supplement is powerful enough to kill a parasite, it also can be powerful enough to do harm, to cause problems in your body if it's not the right one for you at the right time or not the right dosing. So the internet is full of quick fixes and miracle cures when it comes to supplements, but many of these are not tailored to your specific needs and can actually cause more harm than good. Without proper guidance, you might be wasting your money and potentially putting your health at risk or putting yourself in a body where your body in a place where it's not able to move forward because medication, we talk a lot about how medication is a band-aid and it's just suppressing symptoms, but natural products can be suppressing symptoms as well. And so there may be something going on underlying that you're not noticing because the natural band-aid is making it undistinguishable. And so, yes, it's beneficial to take natural supplements when there's something going on that's really uncomfortable for you, but you need to be working behind the scenes to make sure you're fixing the problem, not just putting another band aid on it. Now, let's talk about why these three mistakes are keeping you stuck. When you cut calories too much, you're not giving your body the nutrients that it actually needs to function properly. This can lead to muscle loss, which is a really big factor, especially for women in perimenopause, because this is a time in our life where we're going to lose muscle naturally year after year as we age. And so we want to make sure that we're doing everything we can to preserve as much muscle as possible because guys can put on muscle really easily. They have more testosterone than we do. But as a woman, it's much harder to put muscle on. So if your goal is weight loss, you want to make sure your goal is fat loss. not weight loss, because dropping a big number on the scale, especially if it's quickly, can be mostly muscle loss. And that's going to be really hard to regain. So, this can also lead to nutrient deficiencies if you're cutting calories too much. It can lead to increased cravings. I've been in the place as well. We've had lots of clients who have said, like, I'm really good all day. And then I get home and it's just like all hell breaks loose. I end up eating way more than I was expecting to. And it's just like everything goes out the window. And this can be because you're so starving that your body is just like, I need food. And you end up eating more things than you would have. And you're probably not going to eat the things that are good for you. No one gets home at the end of the day when they're tired, when they're fatigued, and says, like, I'm really craving a good steak. Well, some people do, carnivore people do. But for the most part, if you're really restricting your calories, when you do have that moment where you're like, I need energy now, you're going to crave carbs, sugar, and the things that are not going to help you in the long term. So this can make it even harder to maintain a healthy weight. Also, when it comes to extra exercise, while this may seem like you're doing the right thing, this also increases cortisol in the body, the stress hormone. Exercise is designed to put stress on the body. Stress creates change. But when there's too much stress, it's not going to be a good thing as well. Extra cortisol can actually lead to more fat storage in your system, especially on the midsection again, which is what most women are looking to get rid of when you get into perimenopause. We have enough stress in our lives. If you're in kind of a sandwich generation where you've got kids and then you've got aging parents and there's work stress, and if you're a high achieving woman who's building a career, building a business, we have enough stress in our lives. Exercise is not a bad thing, but there can be too much of a good thing. And so your body is trying to cope with this added stress, which can also disrupt your sleep and overall hormone balance. So that's why exercise can work against you rather than for you. And those random supplements without proper testing, without proper guidance. We use muscle testing to find what's the specific exact supplement that your body tests for, what's the right dosing. Without these things, you may be taking something that actually interacts negatively with your body. Everyone's needs are different. And what works for your best friend, what works for your sister, what works for people that you see online may not work right for you. And you can end up getting frustrated because if the goal is to go out and just buy some supplements and like, oh yeah, that's a quick and easy fix for me, and you end up with a cupboard full of supplements that you have to throw out because you're not feeling good, or you end up with more problems, that's not going to be the best solution for you. So look around. We can look around at women who are thriving during perimenopause. They're not starving themselves. They're not over exercising. And they're also not relying on random supplements. They're focused on a balanced and nutritious diet, giving their body the healthy fats, the lean proteins, the fatty proteins, all of the nutrients that they need to have hormone balance, to function well, to sleep well, to have mental clarity, to regulate their periods. And they're pairing that with a moderate and enjoyable exercise routine and personalized supplementation. I'm not saying supplements are bad at all. I highly support the use of supplements. I don't think our food today has the nutrients in it that we need to be healthy and happy, but you need to make sure that the supplements that you're taking are the right supplements for you. So, what should you do instead? Here are 3 ways to approach perimenopause more effectively. First, focus on a nutrient dense whole food diet. Aim to eat plenty of vegetables. Lean proteins, whole food means it's not full of other ingredients. An apple has one ingredient, apple. Steak has one ingredient, beef. This will give your body the fuel it needs to maintain energy levels and will support hormone balance as well. Second, engage in moderate exercise, enjoyable exercise. My favorite for women, especially over 40, especially in perimenopause, is strength training. I know it can be a belief. I mean, I'm an 80s baby. So I had the belief for a long time that the best thing for fat loss was cardio. And after the age of 40, this is not the case. You're going to lose muscle mass and you're not going to put on weight. or put on muscle if you're doing lots of cardio. So, strength training, some HIIT training can be beneficial for women as well, but you want to make sure it's enjoyable. So, also other activities that you can just do on a daily basis that are fun and that you can add community and socialization in them as well as things like walking, yoga, and then yeah, again, strength training can help to manage stress levels, support muscle mass, and improve overall well-being. And then number 3 is consult with a practitioner when it comes to personalized recommendations for your supplements. Working with a holistic nutritionist or a natural health provider, it can ensure that you're getting supplements that are right for you, that you're taking ones that are safe and effective to get you to where you want to go and what your needs are. By avoiding these 3 common mistakes and adopting a more balanced approach, you can better manage your perimenopause symptoms and improve your overall health and well-being. Perimenopause doesn't have to be hell. You can look around and yes, you can see lots of women who have a hard time in perimenopause, a hard time transitioning into menopause, but there are also women who don't. And why? And these 3 mistakes are a big part of why. So let me ask you, do you want to continue focusing all your time and energy on the same methods that haven't been working for you? Or are you ready to start giving your body what it needs to sail through perimenopause easily? If you're ready to make a change to help make all of your perimenopause frustrations disappear for good, click the link in our bio to book a free discovery call, and I will see you there.